You're standing at the base of a mountain, not some scenic peak, but the kind that lives inside you. It's that smoldering voice questioning every move you make, the invisible force pulling you back just as you gather momentum. Brianna Wiest calls this mountain your self-sabotage. But here's the twist. This mountain isn't your enemy. It's the puzzle you have to solve to unlock your best self. What if the very thing holding you back is actually the key to stepping forward? Let's crack that code. Ever start a change only to mess it up? That's not failure, it's deeper. Brianna shows how conflicting needs pit against each other, twisting your efforts into sabotage before you even realize it. Sarah, a marketing executive in Denver, set a goal to wake up at 5 a.m. daily. For 2 weeks, she crushed it, then slammed into exhaustion. Instead of pushing harder, she binged Netflix till 2 a.m., undoing progress. Her self-sabotage wasn't laziness, but an unconscious battle between her need for discipline and her body's desperate plea for rest. This wasn't a glitch. It was her brain's way of screaming for balance. Think of your brain like a tug-of-war team with two champions. Your future self wanting growth and your present self craving comfort and safety. When these champions pull hard in opposite directions, you don't climb, you get stuck in place, caught mid-pull, exhausted but unmoving. Brianna's insight. This internal clash isn't weakness, it's survival in disguise. The surprising breakthrough is this. You can't beat your self-sabotage by sheer will. Instead, healing begins when you honor both needs, discipline, and rest, and renegotiate their truce. Like Sarah did, you start listening rather than fighting, turning sabotage into a signal rather than a stop sign. Self-sabotage feels like a curse, but Brianna flips the script. What if your worst habits are secret gift wrappers holding hidden insights? Here is how to unwrap them without ripping the paper. In one striking example, Brianna recounts a man named James who repeatedly quit jobs at the first sign of feedback. On the surface, it looked like fear or laziness. Dig deeper, and it was trauma speaking, years of being shamed for mistakes in childhood. His self-sabotaging quit was a protective armor. Yet, facing that armor exposed the tender wound beneath, creating a path toward real change. Imagine habits as signals on your car's dashboard. When trauma lodges in your body, it's like the check engine light flashing madly. You can ignore or shut the car off, quit habits cold turkey, but the engine still needs repair. These habits, anger outbursts, procrastination, avoidance, are your brain's way of telling you there's unresolved pain under the hood. Here's the pivot. When you start reading your self-sabotage as coded messages, rather than failures, you unlock a new map. You move from "I'm broken" to "What am I trying to protect?" This shift from judgment to curiosity is the start of transformation. Your sabotage turns into wisdom. You're not just mind and willpower. The mountain lives in your cells. Brianna reveals how your body stores past pain and how tapping into this can shatter sabotage from deep within. Brianna tells the story of Maya, who struggled with chronic anxiety and self-doubt. Therapy helped, but only so much. One day, during a somatic therapy session, she realized her clenched jaw and stiff shoulders were physical archives of past abuse. Pain her mind barely registered, but her body screamed. This discovery rewired her approach. Healing had to be both mental and physical to clear the sabotage stuck in her cells. Think of your body like an old computer hard drive. Traumatic files get saved not just in your memory, but imprinted in your muscles and nervous system. This is cellular memory. Without clearing the cache, through breathing, movement, or touch, you keep running old programs that sabotage your present efforts. The payoff is profound. By syncing body and mind, you unlock resilience you never knew was there. Movement, yoga, breathwork aren't just wellness trends. They're keys that reset your internal system, making space for your highest potential to climb free of old chains. You've heard it before. Act like who you want to be. Brianna breaks down why this isn't just motivational fluff, but hard neuroscience, turning your highest self from vision into muscle memory. Brianna highlights Ben, an outsider artist who felt stuck in destructive cycles. One evening, he experimented by writing a detailed letter from his future self, a confident artist thriving and free from anxiety. Reading this letter every morning rewired his dogged self-doubt into habitual belief. His brain began priming itself for success before the day even started, proof that identity is flexible, not fixed. Your brain is a master sculptor, reshaping itself constantly based on your daily actions. Tiny, consistent behaviors act like chisels, carving your identity over months and years. It's like planting a seed. A single drop of water won't grow a forest, but steady care turns saplings into trees. This means every small habit you repeat matters in rewiring your self-sabotaging patterns. The punchline, your future self isn't some distant fantasy. It's a neural blueprint you activate with deliberate action today. When you step into that future self's mindset, even briefly, you build pathways that make your best self your default. That mountain, it doesn't disappear, but you become the climber who finally owns the height. Here's the crux. Climbing isn't about conquering an external peak, but mastering your internal landscape. Brianna reveals how to stop fighting yourself and start scaling with grace. Brianna compares trauma excavation to archaeologists carefully uncovering ancient ruins. They don't bulldoze or rush. They gently remove layers, preserving fragile beauty. Likewise, you can't bulldoze your trauma. Excavating it slowly with self-compassion and curiosity preps you to climb rather than break under pressure, setting a foundation stronger than willpower alone. Resilience isn't just grit, it's the muscle built by deliberate rituals. Brianna shares examples of daily practices, morning journaling, evening gratitude, controlled breathing, that aren't hype but essential scaffolding. These rituals weatherproof your mind against sabotage storms, so when setbacks strike, you rebound faster, stronger, steadier. Finally, she urges you to adjust your climber's gear, your mindset, words, and behaviors with intention. Showing up as your highest potential doesn't mean perfection, but choosing thoughts and actions that serve the summit. When sabotage triggers, this adjustment acts like recalibrating your compass, keeping you pointed true despite gusty winds. Remember that mountain at the start? It's still there, but now you see it in a new light, not as an obstacle, but a mirror. Your self-sabotage isn't your enemy, it's a guide pointing to where healing is needed. So next time you feel stuck, pause and ask, what need am I ignoring? Try this, journal one self-sabotaging habit today. Write what it's trying to protect or say. That small act cracks open a door. You're not just climbing your mountain, you're mastering yourself in the process. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.